Okay. What's up, guys? Today is a very important day. The reason is very simple. We are actually meeting with the objective कि आज what is to be done because the exams are over. The papers were bad and you don't know what to do. Right? So a lot of students might be in a similar situation. Right? And I just wanted to give a sense of helping hand to all of them. Firstly, raise your hands if I'm audible. Raise your hands if I'm audible, guys. Hemant Charan, all good? Fair enough. Okay. So now, listen, I completely understand that what a student goes through, especially when the exams are done and papers were bad and you don't know what to do because maybe you're waiting for the results. Now, the issue with waiting is that it's a very passive activity. It's a very passive activity. And पैसिव एक्टिविटी में क्या होता है कि आप कुछ करते नहीं है, बस चीज़ें आपके बाहर हो रही है and you're just going and flowing with time, and that's not cool because at any given point of time you should always be in a situation where you are able to do something, where you are able to contribute in a certain way, right? So today's webinar is basically on the things that you can do. First point, I want to know from you, Sharan. Tell me, what is it? Why do you think the papers were bad? And if yes, which paper was bad? Sharan, are you there? Aman, bata. Okay, Sharan. हाँ बोलो अमन. अच्छा, छूटा था क्या पेपर? ओके. ओके, पर हुआ है. हम्म. पर हुआ है एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. हम्म. ओके. I totally understand, Aman. I feel that does add up and that does make sense. Uh, अब सिचुएशन क्या है? You think you can pass your group 1? बेटा, मैं एक एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ. तुझे लग रहा है कि भाई तू पास हो जाएगा या नहीं? यस और नो. और मैं यहाँ पे पॉजिटिविटी नहीं दिखा रहा हूँ. सिंपल कीप हैंड ऑन योर हार्ट एंड से कि यार देख, तो फिर अभी तुझसे बात करके कोई फायदा नहीं है बिकॉज अंडरस्टैंड, आई वॉन्ट पीपल हु आर वेरी क्लियर राइट नाउ, राइट? तो मे बी शरण, आई टॉक टू यू. टेल मी व्हाट इज इट. My question is very simple. Do you think the group that you have given, let's say you've given group 1, do you think you will pass in that or not? Very simple. Do you think you will score enough 40 in your tax? Yes or no? Simple. Make things very simple. Make things binary. No, fair enough. Hemant, are you there listening? Are you available for interaction? Hemant. Okay, then it's better you can watch me on your YouTube video because I need only people who can interact. Okay. अच्छा वैसा है ओके तो अब सीन ये है यार कि पहले ना अपने आप को ये चीज बंद कर दो डोंट स्टॉप just stop telling yourself the wrong story. So the biggest mistake that possibly a C aspirant does is that he lies to himself. वो झूठ बोलता है. Even if you know somewhere that okay fine, I have written 50 marks ka paper and I have no chance in which I can clear that paper because you have actually written humbug, and you know that somewhere, you know that you've not fared well in MCQs, you know that somewhere you have not fared well in the subjective things, and there is a sense of clear vision that you know that okay you will fail because the papers were bad. But the issue is, you know what, that you keep lying to yourself. Why? Because you want to really, you want the institute to tell you that boss tu fail ho gaya hai. So till the time you don't see in that mark sheet that you have failed, you will not start rewiring your mind again. And today's webinar is only on that thing, that stop chasing for that validation that institute is going to give you. Understand, you have to take a call for yourself. You have to revisit your papers, recalibrate them, and see whether you are passing or not. Understand that there are obviously only two outcomes. Either you will pass or either you will fail. Okay? If you pass, fantastic, lovely. This is what we all want. This is what we are all working for. But if you fail, that's the issue. Because when you fail, understand, firstly, your morale is at all-time low. Second, you are unprepared both mentally and emotionally. You are not accepting that outcome. Third, there is less time for you to come back and perform for the next attempt. So there is also a self-doubt that yaar, chalo, if I had given 2 groups and I have flunked in both of them, is there enough time that I can give both? So what could have easily be done in second attempt, you will now stretch it to third. And the worst part is that from May attempt, you have to clear both the groups to do your articleship. That's actually a wise decision at the end of institute, because then you are not in 2 boats. Articleship bhi ho raha, and then you are also giving your other group which is left. It's good that now you are going with clear mind, and the only focus will be articleship, articleship, articleship. So now the issue is that you are vulnerable at all phases of your life when the result is coming. Understand the mental prep that is going on in your mind right now. Right now you are passive because you know what is done is done. You have sailed through the storm, but you don't know whether you still are alive or dead. Only the time will tell you. And the time is, as institute said, anywhere from Jan 5 to Jan 10, इसके बीच में ही आएगा वो result. So you have 1 month to go, frankly. Now I want to tell you about this 1 month. कि ये 1 month में आप क्या कर सकते हैं? What can you do in this 1 month? So if you're brutally honest to yourself that damn, I've not done good enough. I have performed terribly bad, right? Then in that case, if you are brutally honest to yourself, if you put a hand on your heart and if you tell that, okay, fine, I accept I was not prepared and I'm about to fail. Simple. Like yesterday only, I had one of the students from Ahmedabad called Mahi. I really, really appreciate her because she was point blank, very clear, sir, I am failing because I couldn't prepare my best. I did these mistakes and done and dusted. I want to now prepare for May 24 attempt, but I am not clear how can I go ahead with it because I don't know where to start from. Now the biggest issue is that half of the things are in your mind, they are not on paper. You don't write them. Understand, when you don't write things, they are not clear. I'll give you my example person. I'll give you my example because when I started my entrepreneurship journey, I was extremely unclear of what to do, what not to do, because there were a lot of things that I had to manage. I had to put content on YouTube video, uske thumbnail, uske topics. Then also the fact that I had to, put contributions in how to make my website, find a vendor, then give him designs, give him content. Then it comes to Instagram, where I am a content creator, contacting that person, contacting my photographer, editor, going there, taking shots, the entire logistics of how we will go there, and then the most important, the books that I had to make, the updated material that I had to give, the lectures that I had to take. It was crazy. Like if I will tell you the amount of activities that I do in the first week of every month, you will go bonkers. माना कितने जन को पेमेंट करना पड़ता है, कितने जन को उन्होंने जो मुझे भेजा है शीट उनको चेक करना पड़ता है, मैं सब सिंगल हैंडेडली कर रहा हूँ. And I don't even remember in the recent memory that I have managed to do so many tasks. But I write it down. Every day I have this board, I write it down. And you have to first write it down that, okay, I accept the fact that I have not done well in this exam. And now I want to move forward and rectify that. Press R in the comment section if you feel that you are in the rectification mode. Press R in the comment section or in the chat box, where you feel that you are in that space where you want to get the right things done for yourself. Okay, now understand, my dear friends, one very simple thing. So I remember, I can recall my CA final paper where there was a subject called ISKA, very similar to what you had an ITSM, right? This was a very difficult paper because I don't understand tech so well, right? I understand social media, but I don't understand tech. So it was very difficult to gauge what they're saying, what they're trying to communicate. And मेरे लिए वो subject वही था कि I'll ratify it and I'll mug it up and I'll give it. When the results came, I had secured a 15 in ISKA. The issue is, half the time, students either are very happy when the results are announced or they are sad. But I was laughing. because I have been an above average student all my life. How can I score 15? God damn it. This is not me. This is not me. There is definitely error. The total should have been this. Then I called for reval. मैंने revaluation के लिए मंगाया and there I saw that they had actually given me 11. तो उन्होंने actually 4 मार्क बढ़ा के रिजल्ट में मुझे छापा था 15. Can you beat that? And I'm like, what the heck? 15 marks. That's it. That's it. And then when I call for reval, it's 11. Are you serious? So then I thought that, listen, if I will go and check my paper, it will clearly be a biased decision because I will somewhere just keep protecting me and my ego. ये मैं ठीक हूँ, मैं ठीक, ये तो सही आंसर इंस्टीट्यूट ने गलत दिया था, something of those lines. But then what happened was, I had a friend of mine, Komal. She had secured 80 in ISCA. Clearly the all India highest. And she happened to be my friend coincidentally. So what I did is, I asked Komal to check my ISCA paper. She saw the paper. And she said, you don't even deserve 11, Karan. You had written the paper that bad. Sorry. Then I said, okay, tell me one thing. Will you help me in this? She said, yes, why not? Let's do it. She's like, how many marks do you want? I said, I don't want much. I just want ulta. Not of 11 beta, but of 50. That is 51. That's it. Because I know I will score well in DT and IDT. Those are my core subjects and I will easily do that. So that will help me save the group. I slogged my ass out. You won't believe I gave more than 3 revisions. I wrote ISCA paper twice. I used to actually give vivas to my mother. Understand that she does not know what I'm speaking except the headings, but I know what I was speaking, and that made all the difference. And then when the results came, finally 51 to nahi aaya, but I secured 49, so that was good enough for me. And that was quite a progress, from 11 to 49 just in one attempt. Why did that happen? Because the first thing was acceptance. अब होता क्या है, when you don't do such kind of conversations before exam, why have I taken this webinar now and not after the exams? Because right now you are in a peaceful state of mind. You are not anxious. You are not anticipating anything. You are tired and you are recovering from that fatigue because it's been more than 15 days that your exams are over. This is why the seminar is happening today. Understand, first you have to accept the fact that you went bad. Now what happens is, when the results are announced, you have to do it anyway. It is not out of choice. You have to do it anyway. What else can you? बोल दिया इंस्टीट्यूट ने तू फेल है भाई, खत्म बात. But here you have a choice. And that's the beauty, and that makes you a worthy C aspirant. That choice makes you a worthy C aspirant. Why? Because in spite of the result not being declared, you are being truthful to yourself, and that trait will make you a certain character of a person. It's like Sachin Tendulkar getting out of the crease, walking towards pavilion, even though the umpire has told him not out, because he know he has nicked it. He know ke cut laga tha boss. He know that he was out. Now when you do that, what happens is, you follow that trait in every aspect of your life. And trust me, ओके आज कितने बच्चे आए यहाँ पे? 7 बच्चे आए एंड कुछ थोड़े यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हैं, एंड मे बी सम मोर विल लुक वंस आई एम डन विद द सेशन, दे विल वॉच द रिकॉर्डेड स्टफ, बट आई डोंट गिव अ डैम. अगर एक भी बच्चा नहीं आया होता, तब से मैंने एक प्रैक्टिस डाला. that if I'm declaring that a webinar will be at 10:30, what I had planned to say, I will say and only then go. I don't give a damn if there is not even one student showing up or not. You know why? Because I know that I have the right content where I can help a student pass. I can guide him right. And I want to keep doing that. I want to keep becoming better at that. Student webinar में आना या नहीं आना is not in my control. It is in students' control. Because there will be time, if I've kept a webinar at 10:30 a.m. in the mornings, it's Sunday, there might be times that students are still sleeping or उसने night मारा एक दिन पहले and they're not showing up. Fair. They have their own reasons, but I don't have mine. If I've declared it, I'm coming and showing up, period. And that's the discipline I'm kind of building. And I'm learning it from my mentor. Because there is certain work ethic that you have to follow, only then you will succeed in life. So कुछ भी करने से कुछ नहीं होता है भाई. You can't just do any random things on earth and expect yourself to succeed. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be consistent in terms of putting in efforts. So coming back to that ISKA thing, I first accepted because I was initially in denial. Like institute galat hai, institute does not know how to check ye wo phalana dinkana. But when my friend told me that I deserve those marks, I accepted that I deserved. And once acceptance kicks in, the rectification process starts. कि चलो अभी गलती हुई है तो मान ली है, अब रेक्टिफाई करना शुरू करते. लेट्स रेक्टिफाई इट. Let's make sure that next time it doesn't happen, because we have the privilege of, going ahead with the next attempt. So let's use it. तो रेक्टिफाई किया, मेहनत की, जो एफर्ट्स नहीं लिए थे पहले चेक किए. अच्छा, last time I did what? 1 revision, now I need at least 3. I did not write any mock test. I'll at least write a couple of them. I'll try to remember each and every day what ISKA is. So what generally happens, the tendency of a student, the subject that he does not like, he will push himself far. How? कल कर लेंगे यार, कल कर लेंगे यार, कल कर लेंगे, we will do it tomorrow, and that tomorrow never comes. And you know that. And a lot of students might have actually left chapters because of that. Show of hands if you've done that. You know those chapters that you've left in costing, that you've left in GST, that you've left in direct tax, in audit, in accounts. So instead of pushing far, I embraced it. How did I embrace it? Simple. रोज क्या, ज्यादा नहीं, 2 घंटा पढ़ता था मैं. 1 घंटा पढ़ता था, 1 घंटा जो पढ़ा है वो रिवाइज करता था. हाउ? बाय सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस, बाय recording voice notes, by giving vivas to my mother. Very simple. Got it? ये तो मैंने embrace कर लिया. तो मैं क्या कर रहा था? Understand that fear comes out of ignorance. If you are ignoring that topic, if you are ignoring that subject, I'll do it tomorrow, by procrastinating it, understand what happens is that fear of yours is growing day by day, and you don't realize that actually. That fear is growing day by day. And since that fear is growing day by day, okay, understand what seemed difficult today, will look impossible tomorrow. It will just feel as if it's out of your hand, reach and control. and that is the worst possibility to be in. That is the worst possibility to be in. So all I'd like to say is that do it, and do it today. Because if you start doing it today, तो डर थोड़ा थोड़ा खत्म होते जाएगा. तो in case you know that okay, November 23 भाई अपना बेड़ा पार नहीं होगा, we will not clear, simple, we will not clear, then in that situation, my dear friends, first accept the fact that okay, fine, May 24 कितने सब्जेक्ट्स है उसमें, वहीं पे आपको क्या है, there will be a big smile on your face. Plus 6 subjects out of 8, 6 subjects, yes. Which are those? तो बोला एडवांस अकाउंट्स, बोला अपना लॉ, टैक्स, कॉस्टिंग, ऑडिट और FMSM है, ITSM नहीं, FMSM, right? And there is nothing that you have not studied in May 24 except a certain part of GST. GST is the only thing that you will have to study, because firstly it is going to be fully amended, and second there are few chapters from CA final which are introduced in inter CA. So वो थोड़ा ट्रिकी होगा आपके लिए समझना, पर ठीक है, we will come there when we reach. If you already know that okay, this is coming up, and first write down the topics. Okay, now second step is okay, now that I reasonably know that I'm going to fail, which are the topics or which are the subjects in May 24 that I like. Start with that first, because it's very important for you to be in a flow state where you are studying and you don't feel like studying. You feel like having enjoyment. You feel like, that you are doing some leisure activity. So, for example, Miloni, are you giving, did you give your November 23 attempt, Miloni? Yes. Tell me which are your favorite subjects. Accounts, fair enough. Okay, Bhavani, what about you? Riya, what about you? Type fast. Come on. You can type A for accounts. Cost. Okay, fair enough. Lovely. चलो. तो आपका for example accounts is the favorite topic, and let's say for example what I can, cost भी काफी लोगों का favorite है. चलो डन, ये दोनों favorite है आपके. fair enough. क्या बात है, ये क्या है टेढ़ा मेढ़ा. Okay, pick that up, because advanced accounts में भी क्या है, till what I know for a matter of fact, कि जो accounts और advanced accounts आपका दोनों अलग अलग ग्रुप में था, उसको एक कर दिया. and what has happened is that they've just combined things. There is not much that is new in it. You know better. I'm just telling you what I know, right? तो जितने topics were already there in November 23, start with that. The issue with us is, that we work in binary. We don't like imperfections. For example, if tomorrow you've set an alarm for alarm for like 7 a.m. in the morning. If you wake up at 7:30, or if you wake up at 7:45, you'll be like, damn, I set up alarm at 7 a.m. 7:45 हो गया, चल कल से मैं उठूंगी. And then you directly get up at 10:30. Understand that consistency does not come with perfections. It comes with imperfections, because today you took up that courage to get up. Understand 2 hours earlier than what your supposed time should have been. That is a good thing. अब जनरली 9 बजे उठते हो, आपने अलार्म भले ही सेट किया था at 7 AM, but you got up at 7:45. Good, you've still done better. मैं तो बोलूंगा even if you are getting up at 8:55, it's great, because it's still 5 minutes earlier than what you actually were supposed to get up. It's a great thing. Pat your back. Don't be so harsh on yourself. And get up, because the beauty is about getting up. The beauty is about setting up that habit. I'll give you mine. So for the longest time, I have been really struggling to go to gym. And understand how I'm correlating this with this. So what did I do? I did not pay for 12 months ka membership. I paid for 1 month ka membership. It's shit expensive. It's shit expensive. Understand that for 12 months, if I have to pay 12,000, that's 1,000 a month. For 1 month, it was 3,500 or 4,000. So that's 3 times, but I still paid for it. I'm like, damn, I will do it. And I will renew it again, because I want to now inculcate exercise as a lifelong activity. And if it's fine if I pay a few thousands here and there, I will burn that loss. Not an issue. But I want to inculcate that activity. Because understand what happens is, when you micro down the activity, what happens is that you are more likely to take action. अगर मैं 1 साल का मेंबरशिप लूंगा ना, तो होगा क्या, अरे 1 साल है, इट इज स्टिल 1 year to go, एंड देन आई विल बी लाइक, ओके तो बाद में कल जाएंगे ना यार, बाय, we still have like 364 days, we will do something. So I procrastinate. But this time, understand, my mind said, damn, I just have 29 days, and if I keep doing this, my entire 4,000 will go for a toss. So I will quickly get up. And I did that, because actually I had set an alarm for the first 1 month. It was at 5:30 AM. And it's been really long that I've got up and at that time. So I used to get up at 6:30, a lot of times at 7. So ठीक है ना? I still showed up. There were times that I have slept at 2 AM, but I've still went to the gym. I've still gone to the gym at 7 AM. Yeah, I did not exercise that day much, but I still showed up. And goddamn, understand that life is all about showing up. It's about showing up. When you are weak, when your morale is down, when you are down to the bottom, it's about showing up. It's about showing up. Understand. Understand, when I started my business, I left from a very big package, which was enough for me to satiate and take care of my expenses and luxury. Understand that. But I still took up entrepreneurship, because I wanted to do 10x of what I'm doing now. Now the worst part is that when there are so many things to be done, you get overwhelmed. When you get overwhelmed, you don't do anything. But there was one thing that my dad did, that my dad said, that you know what, Karan, even if you don't understand anything, I don't give a damn. You have taken an office on rent, for which you are paying 32,000 rupees per month. You have to make sure that you go and sit in the office. You are not sitting at home. Come what may. Come what may. You will go and sit. You will go and sit. You will go and sit. That's what you are supposed to do. Got it? That's what you're supposed to do. Simple. And I kept doing that. I kept going to the office. There were times that I was just binge watching YouTube and Instagram. But then till what time can you do that? There will be a certain guilt that kicks in, and then you will start doing things that you're supposed to do. And that's what exactly happened. 1 week max it took me, and then I started doing things. And that's the same for you. You have to show up. You have to show up. You have to show up for the fact that, okay, I did not prepare well. I did not give my exams to my best of the potential. Fair enough. I am done doing time pass. I've had my series of fun in the last 10-15 days. Now I have to show up. Now I take that responsibility that I will show up. So now start doing accounts and costing if they are your favorite subjects. So take any 2 subjects that are your favorite. I won't even say that take theory and practical. No, take 2 subjects which are your favorite or which you think it will be easier for you to solve because there will be less struggle involved in solving it. Right? Start solving them. For accounts है तो उसमें okay, start reading the concept. Once the concept is done, go and solve the Q&A. In case you have any issues with the concept, watch the lectures, solve Q&A, solve past year papers, and trust me, my dear friends, once you start doing this, and don't give much time, just give 6 hours a day, that's it. 6 hours is nothing. 2 घंटा अगर आपने दिया 7 से 9, 12 से 2, 6 से 8, तो भी क्या है 6 घंटा होता है. Yeah, give it at a stretch from 7 to 12 or 7 to 1, whatever you feel. And then go for a play, go for some sports, rejuvenate yourself. Start building this habit from now. Because you know what? I guarantee you, if you just study 6 hours a day, you will be at least able to complete 3 papers. So in case it's accounts, cost, let's say if you like to go for theory, तो law है, audit है, tax है, जो भी आपको सही लगे. Any 3 papers of your choice. Okay. Any 3 papers of your choice will be done by December end or Jan first week maximum. Now understand how you will be in terms of confidence. How will you be in terms of confidence? The first, you must be, after 6 papers, understand, you are done with 3. Second, and it's not just that you have read. और रीडिंग तो आपने नवंबर 23 में किया था भाई. You have not read, you have bloody understood the concept. You have remembered it, which is why you are able to apply it. And you have done everything from module, past year papers to RTP. Because now you know how important they are. Because it just gives you more clarity, because there are variety of adjustments which you couldn't think, now you are able to think. Third, when the results come, and let's say they tell you that you have failed, तो यहाँ पे आपको धक्का नहीं लगेगा. You will not be shocked, because you have, like a very wise person, anticipated this outcome much before time. Much before time. And when you accept an outcome much before time and you've acted in accordance with that, when finally that outcome arrives, you are damn well prepared. You are like, damn, bring it on. Bring it on, God damn it. And this son, I will show you your place. Understand that there are 6,000 people in my community. How many have showed up right now? 5, 6. चलो अगर YouTube का भी गिन लूं मैं तो 12 जना है. I don't know how many of them will see it in the recorded version. I hope most of them do. But understand there are very few people who will show the courage that you have shown. You are a hero in my eyes right now. Why? Why? Because you've taken the onus of accepting your mistake, and that is very difficult. Because उसमें अपने आप को फिर, because that journey does not stop there. Once you accept that you have made a mistake, it does not stop there. Then you are then curious to do what to do next. And that next step is action. Action towards your goal and rectify that mistake. तो जहां पे जब रिजल्ट्स अनाउंस होंगे, understand that you will be in that 1% category who is now prepared, who is not mentally shocked. In fact, you are laughing at it because you had already predicted it. You are not mentally shocked. You are well prepared, and there is immense confidence that the same result which told you that you failed is the same result in May 24 is where you are going to see pass. Write pass in the comment section if you believe what I'm saying is true. Write pass in the chat box. Correct. That's how it is. So your state of mind in the first week of January will be very different. Will be very different. And I want you to see in that state. I don't want to see you in a state where you are down with fear, anxiety, inconfidence, self-doubt, because everything will come at that time, because then you will freak out that damn, now I just have 4 months left. And there are these new subjects, new amendments, new syllabus, new. And all of that will just freak your mind. Big time. Big time. And that is what I want that you should not suffer with. That is what I want that you should not be into. So don't be into that space. Don't be into that space. Get up. Get up. And for once in life, just make sure that you're telling truth to yourself. Because CA aspirants, याद रखना, CA का जर्नी एक ही है, where you are brutally honest to yourself. अगर आप ये लुक्का छुपी का खेल खेलोगे ना, where you're just beating around the bush, then you will never become one. Because only when I told myself that this is the scenario, this is how it is, and not looking at the fact that, oh, I spent so much time in coaching, the money that is spent, the time that is spent, damn. When you stop carrying that baggage, be practical in life with less emotions and more of action, that's when you become a CA. Because CA is not just a IQ game. It's not related to IQ. It's more to do with EQ, emotional quotient, where you handle your emotions at the time of the result, after the result, before the exams, in the exams, during the entire journey. It's all about being less emotional, more practical, and more action oriented. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it's yes. So this is what I want. And there is one thing that I can possibly ask from you is that, and we are reaching to the last part of the discussion, but the most important, understand that there is a saying which I really believe, and the belief keeps reinstating more and more with time, and that is, have you do anything? Is how you do everything. Okay, have you do anything is have you do everything. Understand that all the small traits in your life, you will show up in every phase of your life. Every phase of your life. And I'll tell you a classic example of mine where I have been someone who's always kept the job very incomplete. Very incomplete. Right? For example, I will not tie my shoelaces. It's an incomplete job, right? I can fall. But I don't understand why will someone fall because of shoelaces. I still don't understand. It's another part that now that habit has changed, but I didn't used to tie my shoelaces. I didn't used to make my bed. तो जो चद्दर होती है या फिर जो तकिया होता है, I will just leave it कि my mom or my my house help will do it. I don't need to do such things. There are a lot of times where I will go for a bath, but I will not switch off the geyser. Yeah, I'll get out of the room and I'll not switch off the fan. Happens? Are you able to resonate with what I'm saying? Type Y in the comment section if it's yes. Right? A lot of times, a lot of times it even that used to happen that so a lot of times I used to keep my food incomplete. A lot of times I kept my dish on the dining table and I used to forget not keeping it in the sink. So and you know what happened? Eventually this problem became so big that I also left my CA journey halfway. Understand, I had cleared group one as in one group, as in group. I had cleared group 2, which had taxation as the subject, and I'd also got exemption in the SFM subject. So I had only had 3 papers, but I left it because I was tired. So I had also left C. So do you realize that small thing of not tying a shoelace led to me leaving CA halfway? Because I had a habit of doing that. And I only got to know that when someone actually helped me reflect that. ये कर रहा है भाई, you're doing this. And I said, how can I reverse this pattern now? How can I just break this pattern? He said, start doing things complete. Start completing them. And you won't believe, I started tying my shoelaces. Now you will never see me with untied shoelaces. I started making my bed. I switch off my geyser because the first thing I get out of my bathroom is to see कि geyser बंद है कि नहीं. I always take food which I feel that I can finish. If I can't, I will take less. I'll take it again. I don't mind. But I'll only take जितना मैं खा सकता हूँ. And I always keep my dishes. In fact, to an extent, I even wash it sometimes. And you won't believe that this finally gave me so much of confidence that I finished my CA journey and I became a chartered accountant. And this gave me so much more belief that the gym journey that I had left, where I've spent more than 5 lakhs over a period of 5 years, where I used to join, do for a couple of months, leave. Mostly it used to be in the first 15 days only I used to leave. I used to pay for the entire year, but I used to leave. I said, I want to defeat this pattern. I want to break this pattern. I want to now take fitness as a regular part of my routine. I want to make it a lifestyle and not a luxurious choice. And it's been more than 90 days that I've hit the gym. And I can see that in my body. The weights that I started from 2.5, I've hit 10 kgs now. The plank that I used to do for just 10 seconds, it has gone to 51 now. My body is actually reciprocating. And I'm breaking those patterns. And I can see that transformation in my body. And I can see that what I can imagine, I can also do it in real life. I'll tell you a personal story. So in 2024, I want to teach 3,500 students. This is my target. Inter CMA, I want to teach 3,500 students. This is my personal target. I've just launched my batch. And you will laugh at me. But I don't give any damn about it. Because there is immense faith that I will do it. Because I've just got, out of this, I've just got 9 admissions. Can you beat that? After putting 5 months rigorously, doing every possible thing on earth for GST in November 23 attempt, putting more than 300 hours of content, putting more than 100 odd videos, putting in all sorts of things, be it monetary limits ho, aapke one concept, one question ho, chart book ho, putting so much of time, effort, money, I could only gather 9 admissions who could pay me 5,000 rupees. Right? And there are a lot of factors, maybe. Like I was late because I was focusing on November 23, so I did not launch my batch earlier when the results were out. People must have taken somewhere else. There are few people who think that this is expensive. There may be many factors. But you know, for me, what is my goal? 3,500, right? For me, it is now 3,491 to go. That's it. 9 less. 9 less. That's how I see it. And for you, that 3,500 is those 6 papers where you will pass. And when you start studying every day, you will realize that it is 1 less, it is 2 less, it is 3 less, it is 4 less, it is 5 less, and now I'm done with the entire freaking Inter CA syllabus. Bring it on ICI. Now I will go in the exam and make sure that there is not a single question that I write and you dare not give me marks. God damn it. This is the way your attitude should be. Because understand, it's just a matter of time that things will happen to you. And I've seen that myself. You just have to keep immense belief, and I have immense belief that I will teach these many students, come what may, because I am putting in all my effort to make sure that this happens. And it's just a matter of time that one student will tell another, and another will tell more, 4 and 5 and 10, and this ripple of information will go that this, there is a sir who's willing to give his time, effort, and money just for your betterment. And when that will spread like wildfire, I will get those numbers. Every night I go with this dream in my hand that this is the number of students that I am seeing on my website called dashboard. Every day. Every day I understand that there are, yesterday I took a webinar, there was just 2 people who showed up. So one of them trusted me and they went with the admission and they paid the money, and I'm happy that okay, fine, fantastic. And even if there would have been no conversions, I wouldn't have gone a damn, because understand, I am doing my part. No, yaar. I am doing my part, right? I am showing up. I am doing webinars. I am telling my students how can I help them. I am reaching out. I am doing everything on earth to help them. तो वही तो मैं कर सकता हूँ ना यार, तो मैं करूँगा ना भाई. I will do that. The issue with people is that they don't do their own part and they expect just results. अरे तूने खुद पढ़ा है क्या? पहले देख ना भाई. तूने एग्जाम दी है क्या? Have you given your mock tests? Have you solved enough papers? Have you seen the ICI material? If the answer is no, then boss, please don't expect, because you don't have freaking right to expect anything. सर झुकाओ, काम करो पहले. मैं अगर कर सकता हूं तो तू क्यों नहीं भाई? मैं तो सीए बन के इतनी मेहनत कर रहा हूं, जबकि मेरा पगार था इतना, और आराम से अच्छी सी लाइफ जी सकता हूं मैं. मेरे माँ बाप आज भी बोल रहे हैं मुझे कि क्यों इतनी स्ट्रगल कर रहा है, अच्छी खासी जॉब छोड़ के क्यों ये सब ले रहा है. पर करना है यार, थ्रिल है इसमें. क्योंकि मुझे द काइंड ऑफ हैप्पीनेस दैट आई कैन फील व्हेन अ स्टूडेंट ट्रस्ट्स मी एंड गिव्स मी दैट फीस which initially my academy was taking, I realized that the student has trusted me for his career. He believes that I can help them pass. He believes that I can be their mentor, and I find immense happiness when a student comes with that expectation, and when I beat that expectation by putting in all I have. And I was very happy with myself with my November 23 efforts, in spite not taking a penny from my students. To just do what is in your hand. And I'm not telling you that slog your ass out. Just start doing things. And in case if you already know and feel that you are not going ahead, then I'm just telling you from a very unbiased and I understand, I'm just telling you from a very elderly brother perspective, that if you genuinely feel that you are not going to pass, then start taking steps. And one of the steps that I have suggested is take your comfortable subjects. And the other thing that I can suggest you is that I'm starting a batch on 18th of December. The reason I want to enroll is not because I want fees from you. The reason I want you to enroll and attend lectures for the first 7 days and then decide what to do in life is just so that you can be with me in my energy, where you are motivated, where you feel good about yourself, where you are doing something which is towards your goal. Where you're doing something which is towards your goal. वो करना है तो आप, because yes there are amendments in GST, there are amendments in फाइनल से, अभी नहीं तो आपको कल क्लास लेनी पड़ेगी, पर लेनी पड़ेगी बिकॉज वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट इज नाउ it is GST is half of DT and it acts the same marks of DT. 50 marks का हो गया, so you can practically pass because of GST. And as I said, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you, let's say 8:30 to 11:30 हम लोग का सुबह का बैच है, so now what happens is that if you join it, what happens is that the starting of your morning is so energetic and positive. In case you've seen how I teach, that now that follows in the other part of your day. That follows in the other part of your day. It replicates, it rubs off. यार चलो आज मजा आ गया, जीएसटी के कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़े, सर ने कुछ होमवर्क दिया है वो कर लिया, डन, लेट्स गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट थिंग. और मैं ही आपको क्या आपका टाइम टेबल बना के दूंगा कि चल अभी Sharan, do accounts. Meloni, do costing. Sneha, do your law part. And the best part is right now my time is available. Tomorrow it won't. The more the students will come, the more I will have to cater them. And the lesser the personal attention I will able to give you. And that's a fact. That's how I see it. So in case you are actually feeling that you are not going to sail through, then join in. To be in that energy, to be in that space where you are acting consistently and not just passively thinking about what will happen. That's it. Because understand that my entire objective was कि यार सिर्फ पढ़ाऊं नहीं, आपको सभी एस्पेक्ट्स में समझाऊं, which is why I have 2 mentorship calls every month, which is why there are 2 Viva sessions that I would want to carry every month. So my syllabus does not get, my job does not get end on 8th of January. No, it starts. My job as a teacher ends, but my job as a mentor starts. Because I want to be with you guys. I want, especially when that is my first online paid batch. I've been teaching since last 10 years. But this will be my online, and which is why I want to offer you that extra thing. And तू मेरा बच्चा है यार, तूने मेरे पे तब ट्रस्ट किया था जब शायद किसी ने नहीं किया. And I want to reward you for that. And I want to make sure that I get the work done and I make you a bloody final CA aspirant. That is my offering. And if 5,000 is what you think it's costly, then be it. Because understand, that is the best I can do for the services I am giving. So never bargain, and never bargain to a teacher. Because he exactly knows what his price point is. And he knows that if there is a certain amount of Guru Dakshina he's asking, that's correct. Because that's the kind of time he's giving to you that will help you make not 50,000, not 5 lakh, 50 lakhs one day. Because you could become a CA one day. That's it. So if you want to really be in that space where you are not speaking, where you are not talking, where you are acting, then join in on 8 December. And you don't have to pay the fees there and there. You have 8 days. You can attend it. The videos will be streamed live on YouTube. Simple. If you like it, you join. If you don't like it, it's fine. मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. मुझे यार वो 3500 स्टूडेंट्स चाहिए. अभी उसमें से तू होगा या नहीं होगा मुझे नहीं पता. मुझे फर्क पड़ता है पर मुझे पता नहीं. होगा तो ठीक है, नहीं होगा तो ठीक है, कोई और हो जाएगा यार. देयर आर 2 लाख स्टूडेंट्स. I'm hardly targeting 1% or 2%. And I think I deserve that because I think I'm ready to put that time, which not many faculties are. Simple. तो तू अपना काम कर, और तू अगर नहीं कर सकता है तो ट्रस्ट कर किसी पे जो तुझे वो काम करवा सकता है. बिकॉज इफ यू डोंट ट्रस्ट समवन एंड इफ यू डोंट ट्रस्ट योर सेल्फ, then what is life for? So I'll tell you a simple example. You know what Dhirubhai Ambani did when he was building the Jamnagar Reliance, very famous factory, everyone knows, right? The biggest oil refinery in the world. So when he was making that, Gujarat was actually going through a earthquake. There were earthquakes that were going to around 2 to 3 Richter scale, right? Maximum. If I'm not wrong, to be very precise, it was 3.5 Richter scale, right? तो इतने का अर्थक्वेक, इतना क्वांटम का अर्थक्वेक आता. When he called the engineers from Germany, he asked them one question. He asked him, can you tell me which is the highest Richter scale at which earthquake has happened in the entire world up till now in any part of the world? He said, sir, it has been around 8 Richter scale. Dhirubhai Ambani said, you make sure that my factory can resist an earthquake of 8 Richter scale. The German engineer was like, damn, what? Are you insane? Are you insane? This will triple the cost of the project. So if the project is for 1,000 crore, it will go to 3,000 crores. You know what Dhirubhai Ambani said? He said, do it. Don't ask. Do it. I know that will accompany with larger cost, but what I'm going to go and do in the future is far more valuable. And I can't lose this because I was willing to save cost on this. पूरा रिफाइनरी मेरा टूट जाएगा अगर थोड़ा भी ऊपर आ गया तो. And you won't believe, he made this factory in 1992, and if I'm not wrong, in the early 2002, there was actually an earthquake of 7 Richter scale, and his factory couldn't have resisted it come what may if he would have only done till what the past earthquakes happened in Gujarat, and he wouldn't have taken the world level ka standard. That was his foresight, that he was ready to pay the cost, but by that he hedged his future big time. So this is how I want to offer you, that if you're ready to secure your future, there is a simple price you have to pay, and be in my energy so that I can help you in as much as I can. And if 5,000 is the cost that you pay, simple, no questions asked. But you will not learn GST, you will learn a work ethic in life which will go throughout your entire life span. You will keep repeating it. It's not just a one thing. So you will build a character. So if you want to do that, you can come in. Otherwise, it's always fine. There are plenty of YouTube lectures. मेरे ही lectures बहुत सारे हैं. Forget about other teachers. I can do that. But if you think this is what you want to get, this is what you want to achieve, you can join in my community, because you will be a part of community, a private community, which are my students, where I will specifically make sure that they themselves make a culture of meeting every week, because I want those 10 people, those 9 students that I have right now, they are like a close knit community. They are like, there's some sense of brotherhood in them. तो सब एक ना पूरी इंडियन टीम बन जाए वो. Where if someone is not doing something, the other will tell him, what the hell, boss? Why have you not done this? Where is the obstacle? Tell me. I know this topic much better than you. I can teach you. I want that entire community of my people, my students, to grow together. I don't want competition. I want freaking collaboration. Where one student is not jealous of other, where one student inspires the other. That's what I want. कि तेरा कॉस्टिंग अच्छा है ना, मेरा लॉ अच्छा है, मैं तुझे सिखाता हूँ हाउ आई रिमेंबर लॉ एंड यू टेल मी हाउ डू यू रिमेंबर द लॉजिक्स और द कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ कॉस्टिंग. Where one tells the other, where one abuses the other, that was what the hell? Why the hell have you not done this? And initially, I will be a part of those meetings. I will not speak anything. I would just be silent, a constant observer. But I will make sure that everyone shows up. Because before 8th December, I am going to have a specific meeting with all the 9 of them. And these are the things I expect from you, and this is what is going to come your way. So be ready. And if not, then you can take the fees back, because I want to allow only those students to come with me who do what I say, who are in full surrender mode. If not, you can take your fees. Simple. I'm not being arrogant. I'm being very specific in what I want from a student as a treat. Simple. That's it. So if you think that works out for you, you can DM me on my WhatsApp number. You can see that upside, upper. Right? I'll just write it down in case you don't know. And I will send you the payment details. You can also log into my website www.taxkateacher.com and check out from it. But understand that you are not starting your GST classes. You are starting to work towards your goal. That is how I will put it. As simple as that. Hope that makes sense. Okay? That's it. Done, guys. I think that was the only objective, to tell you that if you wake up a little earlier than people, you will save on time, you will build on confidence, and most importantly, you will be in a much better position mentally than anyone else is. And life mein mental peace is the most important thing of all. That's it. That's all I expect from you. That irrespective of whether you enroll or you don't enroll, I just hope that this session has immensely helped you become a better person. And I'm sure you all will now pray and also tell your own God that help Karan sir get that 3, 4, 9-month students, because he is really working hard in getting them. Type yes in the comment section if you feel that you're going to do that. Lovely. Lovely, guys. That's it. I'll leave it at that, my dear friends. I really love the fact that you all showed up, and I can't be happier that I was able to help you guys at a Sunday morning, which generally is very busy. Fair enough? Makes sense. So thanks a lot. All those people who are going to then watch this video, you can check out the link in the description with respect to my website and number. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for giving me your time.